Very bad news. The Queen on sickbed made an emotional decision about Royal Platinum Jubilee. Queen Elizabeth II will likely have adapted protocols so the monarch can fully participate in marking her official birthday in June, a royal biographer has told. Her Majesty, 96, has maintained a near-constant presence at the Trooping the Colour Parade, which is a royal tradition over 250 years in the making. But the Queen's reported mobility issues and concerns over her health will likely mean the key event of the royal family calendar will be tweaked for Her Majesty's benefit. Ian Lloyd, author of newly published The Queen, 70 Chapters in the Life of Elizabeth II, told the demands of the Trooping the Colour will be reimagined with tremendous thought for the Queen's age. The Trooping the Colour Parade, Mr. Lloyd said, involves an hour-on Horse Guards parade, and normally involves getting in and out of carriages, and sitting on a dais. The parade, which moves from Pall Mall down to Whitehall, typically features appearances by senior royals in carriages or on horseback. Her Majesty previously made the ceremonial journey on horseback, before switching to the comforts of a carriage. Members of the royal household will then watch from a balcony in Buckingham Palace as an RAF fly-past whizzes over the royal residence. Mr. Lloyd predicted, if she attends that particular event, she will stay in the carriage and not get in and out. He added that there could be a shortened version of the parade where she goes around the arena. He claimed that the Queen would likely remain seated in her carriage for the parts of the celebration where she would typically exit and greet the public. The Trooping the Colour Parade will take place on Thursday, June 2, 2022, as one of the first events of the extended bank holiday weekend to mark the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. The following day, a service of thanksgiving will be held in St. Paul's Cathedral, ahead of Saturday's derby at Epsom Downs. Mr. Lloyd told things will be adapted in this hectic running order of events to make sure the Queen is included in her own celebrations. He said, there will be tremendous thought going into it to make sure the Queen can fully participate. A huge sculpture, measuring in at 70 feet high, is to be erected outside Buckingham Palace for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee and will tower over the palace gates. It will form the centerpiece of Jubilee celebrations at the palace. Buckingham Palace is to get a huge new feature to mark the Queen's historic Platinum Jubilee. A massive sculpture made up of 350 British native trees is to be erected outside the palace that will be 70 feet high. An artist's impression shows how the structure, made up of small trees in aluminium pots sprouting from timber plank branches, will tower over the palace gates during the 4-day bank holiday weekend in June. It will form a centerpiece of celebrations at the palace, which will include a live pop concert to be held in front of 10,000 people. The sculpture was announced today, which is Earth Day, with Prince Charles also marking the occasion with an environmental project for children. The Tree of Trees sculpture, created by British designer Thomas Heatherwick, reflects the planting of more than 1 million Jubilee trees as part of the Queen's Green Canopy, QGC. The initiative, which spans 2 official tree planting seasons, has already seen thousands of people planting Jubilee saplings across the UK to create a canopy of green in tribute to the monarch's 70 years of service to the nation. The trees that make up the sculpture will be gifted to community groups and organisations at the start of the next planting season in October. Royal tree planting has long been a staple duty for the Windsors and is usually used to commemorate official visits. During her reign, the Queen has planted more than 1,500 trees across the world. He said, the structure, created from 350 British native trees and recycled steel, is coming together from workshops and nurseries across the country as one part of an incredible community campaign that's literally changing the landscape of our nation.